How you actually? Oh, thank you, thank
man.
you.
Thank
you for the gift, Frank.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now, to be, with all this situation?
Man, it's different.
Uh-huh.
No American ever really experienced, unless you lived in China back when SARS was a thing. Then you lived through the countries of the world. Yeah, we're struggling right now.
Uh-huh.
Which makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Because why are we struggling when we have the physical ability to do something about it? The problem is we didn't take action back when it was not really a threat, back in January and February. It wasn't a big threat. We didn't take action then, so now we're paying for it now. Felt like if we took action back then, we'd be fine.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah.
What kind of action do you think is needed?
If they would have put any stay-at-home orders back in January when only a few people were infected, or if they would have had more test kits available, it could have been fine because it could have been shown, it could have been revealed to us that more people had it than we thought. Because we only thought there were a couple cases in the United States. Now, this country has the most cases of any country in the world, which is absolutely ridiculous to me.
How long do you think this is going to last for?
Say again?
How long do you think the whole situation is going to last for?
We'll start restaurants will open back up to dine-in probably in August.
Wow. In August?
Yeah. August. And then we'll probably everything will be back to normal, maybe December. It's crazy, man. I mean, you never really know. My prediction's August, which seems like a long time. People are predicting until next Christmas, not the upcoming one, the one after.
Next
December 2021. Yeah, that gave me a chuckle because I don't think it's gonna last that long.
So some people think it might be December 2021.
Yeah.
This is I think this is the time to actually not point a finger.
Yeah.
And just be very, how do I say this? It needs a logic thinking. This is not the time to point fingers anymore because regardless of what's going on, everybody's still trying to help. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So I think it just got out of hand. This is just what's going on right now is both scientifically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
Because for one, it brought the whole human race together. Can you imagine? Right. My parents are from Africa.
Right.
And I was born and raised in England.
Okay.
When I call England, what are they talking about? The same thing we're talking about.
Right, yeah.
When I call different, my friends from different countries. So the other day I was thinking, maybe they don't know what's going on in Africa. So here's my father telling me, they tell us to stay in the house. I'm like, what? So I told him I was running, and he was telling me, what am I doing running? That they tell him to stay in the house. And I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That human beings, we finally realize that we are all one, that we're not separate.
Right.
And that's the thing that I get from this. Can you imagine?
It took so long to do.
It took so long. It took this long to realize that we don't need to be fighting with one another.
Right.
That we're all under one roof. It is so, but we are human. It took this, and I think that's what I'm seeing from it. Even though it's very frustrating, but I'm not looking at it that way because it's so amazing that it took this thing that you and I cannot see.
Yeah.
To make us realize that we are all one.
Exactly.
How ridiculous can that be?
I just feel like if they just realize it now, I'm scared for the future generations.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Because I'm still technically, I'm on the verge of millennial and Gen Z. I'm like in between both generations.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Say again?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
Yeah. See,
your generation, extremely smart. And I think it started from the 1981 because I was 21 30 years ago.
You're
I'm looking at right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be 51 this year. So let me just say 20 years ago, I was 21.
Right.
And I can tell you what music that was going on right now that you're probably going to listen to it and laugh and watch a movie. Those days, Madonna was out with one of our music called Just Like a Player, whatever it is.
Right.
And I think times are just so different. And those days, we began to use the computer, and they have talked about emails when I was in college. And we're looking at it like, email? No one's got time for that biscuit.
Yeah.
Because that time, when I was 21, we was still the days when you send a letter from England to Africa,
Right.
you don't get it until the following Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And 20 years, 20 years later or 30 years later, I can just sit in this car and text somebody.
Yeah.
Even though those things, even technology was developing then because I wanted to be rebellious, but I could not be as rebellious as I want to that time when I was 21 because there were too many rules.
Yeah.
So unlike your generation, we have become more freer than ever to the extent that even though I was born at that time, but my thinking was thinking just like your generation. Yeah, okay, I get it. So, and what it does to me is, it's very easy for me to get along with everyone around your age group.
Right.
Because I never come out of a stage of youthfulness.
Right.
I've always think I made a mistake, I'm going to start over again.
Right.
So when I'm talking to you or anyone around your age group, even when the women are flirting with me, I really have to ask them, trust me, your dad is going to kill me.
Right.
But for some reason, I tend to know what to say. You see how we're having this conversation?
Absolutely.
Just if I didn't tell you what age I am, you would not even know.
No.
Because it's just a conversation, and that comes from a lot of reading and thinking, wanting to know. And the more I read, and that's how when people say fear for your generation, I think so, and I don't think so. I just think this situation right here, it truly brings human being into play.
Yeah.
It makes us realize that can you imagine we've been fighting because of race and all this for years and years and
Absolutely.
years, taking advantage of one another. And one day, just because of this invisible virus that you and I never seen before,
nope,
we realize we are all one.
Yep.
So, and the only thing to do about it is, the only thing that I would say right now is think positive.
Right.
And always remember, regardless, this universe, everything is going to be okay.
Right.
And one thing I love, when you get home, Google the word towel.
What's the word?
CAO.
CAO. Okay.
Yeah. And go and read about it.
All right, man. I will.
Read on towel. It'll blow you away because we've shied so much away from nature that we are too busy, And a lot of time when people come and be rude to you at your restaurant, trust me, it's not you.
Yeah.
They're just not happy.
Yeah.
Look, if I told you, look, this is not my car.
Right.
My friend let me drive it because he was trying to help me get on my feet. And a couple of years ago, I was homeless in my 40s. It blew me away because it taught me so much about humbleness.
Right.
Because I used to be so arrogant. I used to think, man, by the time I'm in my 40s, I will have everything.
Right.
And to actually be homeless and start from the beginning and not have material things and I have to tap into my spiritual wealth, it blew me away because I was forced to learn that money isn't everything. Because sometimes in life you go through that stage where you want to make that money so bad, but no matter what you do, you're just not going to make it. It's not because you're doing something wrong.
Right.
It's just that you're in line with nature and nature's doing what it's supposed to do. So for now, young brother, look up.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be okay, because you didn't, It's nice meeting you. What's your name, sir?
Mike.
Mike. My name is Ade.
Nice to meet you, man.
And I'll see you around.
All right, man.
All right, then, brother. Take care, sir.
You as well.
And have a great day.
You as well, man.
All right, brother. really funny. I truly, truly enjoy this conversation with this young man today, and I'm just loving it. And I'm gonna just say, hey, I'm grateful.